of the migrant child in contravention of various UN conventions which we have signed. We demand an independent investigation. No trademark PNM cover-up investigation will suffice. Former committee here, they give a nice report, they praise you, they exonerate. That will not suffice. It may work here for the PNM sycophants. It will not work internationally. Trust me, I'm getting calls from people outside, and they're waiting for the results of that independent inquiry into the shooting of a migrant child. Why did the government not place external naval officers from Canada, Nigeria, India, as Eric Williams did when he investigated in 1970 coup? Remember Danjuma from Ghana? Colonel Danjuma? He brought in to have an independent inquiry. The PNM sycophants will accept a cover-up investigation, but not the international community. Not our angry 30 million or so Venezuelan neighbors. There is a thing in a religion, a major religion in Trinidad called karma. And they are increasingly getting angry against us. 30 million, we are 1.4 million. So Heinz, you have no shame. Ethelberg, you are incompetent. You are an embarrassment. You do not even know your job description. You should resign. If you need help in writing your resignation letter, I will get my competent research staff to assist you. Just call and request help. In fact, I have a draft letter here today, a resignation letter for Heinz. Lastly, you know what? I blame the 30% swing voters in Trinidad and Tobago for our predicament. Swing voters who live in San Fernando West. Swing voters.
Right. So he getting calls from outside. Who calling him? Who calling you, Rodney? 30 million Venezuelans upset with Trinidad and Tobago. I wonder why. Maybe because the only perspective that they keep seeing with respect to this matter is a twisted and skewed one based on UNC propaganda. Because you have the leader of the opposition, the quote-unquote prime minister in waiting, the leader of the government in waiting, throwing the Coast Guard officers under the bus and calling them murderers. And then when she get Goodwood, you come now to try and retract and say, well, I wasn't talking about the whole Coast Guard, I was just talking about the one officer who did the shooting. So because we don't know, so is it that one officer fired shots? Now if it was more than one, and we don't know whose gun and whose bullet hit the child, then you're basically casting aspersions on everybody who was on the vessel. So you're on foolishness, right? Foolishness. You cannot defend the indefensible. Trying to backtrack. But 30 million. And that video, Bruce, again, is an example of why, if there is any truth to what Rodney Charles is saying, that may be so. And the stupidity on the part of these people, not understanding the danger that they put in, not just the lives of the Coast Guardsmen, but also fishermen. Because when you continue to push this agenda and this narrative, and you incense Venezuelan authorities, we know the relationship that we've had with the Guardia Nacional. For years, we've been hearing about the ill treatment that has been meted out to our fishermen. When they were in office, what did they do to address that situation?
Is it?
So now that Juan Guaido feels empowered to call on the United Nations and the International Criminal Court and others to investigate Trinidad and Tobago in this incident for, crimes against humanity and all of that nonsense. Yeah? And the Express. Bruce, I have heard about, and again, the media, I continue to say we do not have journalists in this country, we have back analysts. That when you decide to post a video, now this is a video of a Venezuelan media, that the Trinidad and Tobago Express sees it fit to publish that video on social media. What do you think that's going to do to the Venezuelans in Trinidad this year? How do you think they're going to react? We already have issues here with some of the Venezuelans who come here, we know, have found themselves in criminal activity, gang activity. Some of them have guns, right? And so far, by and large, we've had more or less peaceful relations between the Venezuelans and citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. But when you're publishing that, because Bruce, you had to look for it. Bruce, you know where to go and look for that to see Venezuelan news?
No.
Exactly. So, as far as possible, you need to try and keep this thing out of the eye of these persons. That doesn't do anything to promote any kind of good relations between the Venezuelans and Trinidad and Tobago citizens. Venezuelans living here. You're trying to breed hatred now and paint a certain picture. Come on, the thing is still being investigated. Again, it's an unfortunate situation. And I would say that what the police did there, they could have done better. If you go to the hospital and you realize that the woman is in no condition, you talk to the doctors could tell you, well, okay, this is the situation with her, we don't advise, whatever it is. Come back another day. I mean, it's not that she committed any crime so heinous that you need to apprehend her one time and lock her up, because in the condition that she is in that video, if you take her to the police station and you leave her there, you run the risk of something worse happening, and I understand that they have to eventually take her back to the hospital.
You see?
Because of her condition. But still, shame on you, Express. Shame. But Rodney Charles, really? Rodney? Calling for it? What are they doing with Mr. Hines?
Well, this is what I want to know. That's the part I was trying to figure out.
You know, when the police in 2011 locked up thousands and thousands of at-risk youths, Afro-Trini youths, did these same people lay the blame at the feet of the then Minister of National Security? I can't even remember which one it was, because there were so many ministers of national security under them, starting from John Sandy, Jack Warner, Gary Griffith, Emmanuel George, and the last one was, what's his name again? Carl Alfonso. Every Monday morning, they're changing Minister of National Security. How did that pan out for you? Did it go well? I also listened to in the same clip there, Rodney Charles talking about the detection rate, crime detection rate is below 30%, and that is abysmal. But he seems to forget that under them, while they had Stephen Williams acting, according to Stephen Williams, the detection rate at that time was about 10%. 10. That wasn't abysmal, Rodney. What you call that? How would you describe that? Well, if it's just under 30 now, it's an improvement. They could improve more. But there's another part of that clip I want you to play. You could continue from where you stopped off.
All right.
The same PNM sycophants that he refers to on at least 2 occasions in that clip is the same PNM sycophants that you all want to vote for you in 2025. It's the same PNM sycophants that you depended on in 2010 to give you all over 400,000 votes and 29 seats. Now, the same disgruntled PNM sycophants, whether they chose not to vote because they was vexed with Manning, and those who took chain up and went out and voted for the People's Partnership. Same PNM sycophants that you're cussing today. It's the same ones you're going to depend on in 2025 to put back your political leader as Prime Minister, your same political leader who, for whatever reason, couldn't stand up to speak last night. You get it?
Yeah, just trying to open it back up here.
Okay.
Right.
Sign. If you need help in writing your resignation letter, I will get my competent research staff to assist you Just call and request help. In fact, I have a draft letter here today, a resignation letter for Hines. Lastly, you know what? I blame the 30% swing voters in Trinidad and Tobago for our predicament. Swing voters who live in San Fernando West, swing voters who live in St. Joseph, in Tunapuna, you cannot see evil that is taking place and continue to vote PNM. You see the evil, you see the wickedness, you see the unemployment, you see the incompetence, and you're looking for an excuse still to vote PNM. Sprang along, my schoolmate at Naparima College used to say, if you do that and you get licks, take it in your rutunku. It's hard to say that, we shouldn't say that. But the time has come for the 30% to stand up and be counted. It is you and no one else who must foot the blame for the disaster that Trinidad and Tobago has become. You cannot give Ethelberg 15,000 security officers and continue to live in fear and then go back and look for any excuse to vote PNM. You cannot sell your country's patrimony and our country's soul for 20 pieces of silver. PNM will come and give you a back pay and you're ready to vote PNM and then take 5 more years of pressure. We in the UNC, we are depending on the 30% who we call swing voters to do the right thing. And when the bell rings, and Judgment Day is called, elect Kamla Persad Bissessa as the next Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. It is Kamla Persad Bissessa who destiny has called to rescue us at this time. It is a rescue mission right now. We can't get worse. It's real bad. Will our swing voters heed the call of destiny? I hope so. Ladies and gentlemen, good night. I thank you.
Out for justice.
Apparently, Destiny didn't call her last night to rescue that meeting. She didn't need that call last night, wherever she was, whatever it is that she was doing. But I always say, and I always maintain, if hypocrisy was a party, it would be the UNC. To listen to this man talk about the state of crime in the country, right? Please note, to all the UNC trolls on the chat, one word he didn't say was corruption. Right? Didn't accuse the government of corruption. It's one of the few things. Right? Well, for the last 6.5 years, they would make a little snide remarks and claims here and there, but nothing cogent, you see? So corruption hasn't been their main claim. All they're talking about is incompetence and incompetence and incompetence. Whereas when you all were in office, corruption was the order of the day. But no, when Judgment Day is called, vote for Kamla Persad Bissessa. You cannot, yes, what you tell you? Don't ignore the evil that's taking place. Okay, yeah. So put them back in, focus on the thievery and the corruption and lining their pockets. But you want to talk about crime in the country, and people are afraid to walk down the street at night and so on and all of that. By the same token, you have two UNC lawyers, two prominent UNC lawyers, one a former Attorney General and the other one a sitting UNC Senator, Janti Lakshmiya, went to court and petitioned the court to make murder a bailable offense. And so cogent with the arguments that the courts agreed with them and said, yes, murder should be a bailable offense. Blood crime. But now this administration wasn't, but now it is. How come you're calling the radio station to talk about that, to praise Jayanti and Anand for their legal prowess? Why are you not calling the radio station and beat up on Paris lost our next case? Worst Attorney General ever. Attorney General has lost the most amount of cases. You're not proud of that accomplishment? Central? Ashford, Legaton, Namala, Jerome, Steve, you're not proud of that accomplishment by your Senator Jayanti Lakshmidia, that now murderers can petition the court. They already overburdened court. You have 1,200 people, Bruce, on remand who are eligible to petition the court for bail, who are charged with murder. Okay? And their argument is some of these people may be innocent. And therefore, in defense of the innocent, let us open the gates for everybody. Innocent and the not so innocent. Where is the justice for the families of these persons? Where is the justice? Because sometimes the only justice that these families get, Bruce, is the knowledge that the person who is accused of killing their loved one has been on remand for a number of years. So even if it is at the end of the day, they believe that this person is guilty, and somehow they happen to have a good lawyer who get them off, at least they would have served some time behind bars, right? But now we want to do away with that. Let's give them bail so that they can come outside and intimidate witnesses, that they can come out and terrorize the family members of the persons that they are accused of killing. Let's let them come outside so that they have access, because some of them don't have reach beyond the walls of the prison. So let us give them that reach by giving them bail. Let them come outside now and go and see if they can take out the witnesses. And then what? So the already overburdened court, let us burden it further with some 1,200 plus petitions, because we're not only dealing with the persons who are currently on remand, who are eligible to apply for bail. There are persons who, because remember, murders didn't stop. So there will be other persons who will be accused of committing murders and who will themselves petition the court. And then you all wonder why it is the court system is the way that it is, why matters are not being heard. Because as soon as a judge gets 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 cases off the docket, 5 more come, 10 more come. One judge. How many judges we have? What, 60-something judges? How many magistrates? When it is that this administration says, look, we need to do away with the preliminary inquiry, because that is a lengthy process that takes up too much time in the magistracy and delays the delivery of justice. Well, let's do away with that. No, the UNC, don't do away with that. No, we want that because you know why? That could drag out a case for years, which is what they want with respect of Anand Ramlogan and Gerald Ramdeen, where the DPP is saying we are prepared to go straight to the assizes, bypass the preliminary inquiry because we feel we have sufficient evidence to make a case. But no, they wanted to go through the magistracy preliminary inquiry so that a prima facie case could be made out. And that, as we know, Bruce, will take years and years and years, and these men will reach pension age, and the matter is still ongoing in the magistrate court. Meanwhile, they live in their best life, having possibly robbed the taxpayers of this country hundreds of millions of dollars, living their best lives. So that when the matter does reach their sizes, well, hey, if we found guilty, well, we'd have Clark and Batu around the corner anyway. So, whatever. And you're proud of that, UNC? But this clown, who used to be going from corner to corner in a three-piece suit in the hot sun, spinning wheel, to pick up a big tobacco of Dr. Rowley. Yeah, that's how the UNC. Anyway, let me not go there. Right? And the audacity to come and talk about crime and the state of crime when your party and your lawyers want to put criminals or alleged criminals back on the street, Rodney? How come none of you all spoke about that last night? How come nobody praised Jayanti and Anand? Because all in all, they're going to get licks for that, right? I'm not surprised. We just get open the line.
Guys, you can call us at 342-0081, 466-5391. Call us up, the lines are now open. Ah, boy. Father. Caller, good morning.
Hi, morning, Bruce.
Morning, Jen.
How Daddy going?
Goody, good, man.
You know, I had to start asking Mommy too. Next thing Mommy say, oh, there's someone always asking about Daddy. So, how everybody going?
Everybody good, man.
Morning, Dominic. Morning to all the listeners and callers on 91.9 and all my golden girl sister Gemma holding it down in Siparia. Pressure. She getting pressure. Or later have a woman, some woman name is Mohammed, only balling up on the phone from Wassa. That ain't good Wassa. People paying them money, all they care be doing them thing, talking to people in them disrespectful way, boy. We human beings that because they're from Siparia, and all they feel is African, so they must be paying them. Come now, man. Anyway, Rodney Charles remind me of Stephen from Django. You know, Massa sick, we sick. Rodney Charles and them had to say, this is my opinion on the radio station, them had to say what they had to say to show loyalty to Al-Maki and them, because if they don't talk, they ain't going to get no treats and get a head rub and say, good doggy, good doggy. So they will say what they have to say. Sometimes I don't even believe they believe what they're saying. But they have to say it because they want to be a part of something, because they know them so can't be a part of PNM at all, because PNM have order. But see, once you don't have no order, and you just do all kind of wrong thing, just like they say in India that most of the politicians and them, the MP and them all in some kind of criminal activity because they'll take their illicit money to run for campaign, and those honest ones and them just have a hard time. Me ain't saying them, so I'm just saying, when you want to be a wrong UNC, you have to be able to do all the wrong things, all immoral, all unethical, all the barely legal, all them things. So Rodney Charles and them, Stephen this morning, I gave me Stephen a word, and when Django 2 come out, Stephen not no longer the picture, so he's Stephen 2. I go on. You all have a blessed day.
Caller, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Bruce, I want to refer to the situation in the fire at Princess Town where the elderly couple died. The TV6 reporter was in a glee asking the officer all kind of questions. But if the landslides were a perennial problem, the officers in that district should have known not to pass in that area. Not today the landslide took place, not yesterday. It's over a period of time we have been landslide in that area. So if they had done the surveillance and know the area, they would have known not to pass there, and they would have been, the time they spent on the road would have been much less. They would have accessed the road that they eventually accessed, and something positive might have been done to that in that fire situation. So the reporters, I'm very upset with these reporters asking all kind of crazy questions and not putting any questions that could have shed some light on the situation. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man, cool.
Thank you.
Caller, good morning. Hello.
Uncle Bruce, morning. How you doing, man?
I did cool, my brother. What going on?
I do, man. I'm going good.
Nice.
Yes, Uncle Dominic. Morning. Auntie Sharon. Mr. Rodney Charles, let me ask you a question. You for real, Mr. Rodney Charles, to behave in that manner, asking those kind of questions, and asking the 30% of people that voted for you all when you, in the last election, tell them that the only person to vote for was the PNM because of the morals and the this and the that and all sorts of things that you say? You're not ashamed of yourself. You doesn't play about that. Uncle Bruce, he play about that thing like himself when he tells the same 30% to vote for the PNM and not for the UNC. Mr. Richard, all wake up, you know. As black men, you all wake up, you know. It doesn't only have stupid black people as you all think in Trinidad and Tobago, you know. 99% of the black people in Trinidad, they're very, very smart. You know why? Especially now, because almost all of us who are alive now went to secondary schools. Although we might have delinquents on the street, but most of us went to secondary school. So you all come on, get all your act right.
Three 342-0081-466-5391. Those are the numbers to call. Call us up, let us know what's going on. Call and give your comments, your thoughts. Caller, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Bruce.
Morning.
And Dominic.
Morning, sir.
Bruce Wayne is going to be a very interesting thing to see this year, you know. to see all these journalists who will come out for local government elections, you know. I want to see who will come out in support of this so-called opposition. It's going to be very interesting, but I wouldn't be surprised. The people who will decide to go for a seat will be people who will be involved in the truck protests, pushback 2, what do you call it, pushback 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7. All these so-called activists, the so-called NGOs who say that they participated in protests and they're not politically aligned, and they're going up for seats. I am waiting to see if the so-called gentleman who said that he wants his Tobago independent, if he'll bring his party in Trinidad. Because I am basically seeing a repeat of 2010, you know. It's basically the same, players, you know, but different faces. You know, Dominic?
Yes.
So I just wanted to see all these journalists who will come up for this year local government election and to see if black people are very smart and put God at their thought to give the UNC an upper hand. Because you see what happened in Tobago. The man say that he wants his Tobago to go independent, but now he say he want to contest seats. He want to contest Trinidad. You know, Bruce Wayne and Dominic, I don't know now. If black people can't catch yourself, we in for a rude awakening. Anyway, just follow up what's going on with that TNX situation. I see somebody who wrote an article suggesting that our minister was alert about the so-called blackout and he buy a generator. Marco any man business. Anyway, I go on.
Yeah, man. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Big Bruce.
Hey, morning, brother. How you
Morning,
doing?
Dominic. If Mr. Embed walk on by generator, that is team money, he takes to go on by it. So that ain't no people business. He went to thief it. Fellas, I don't remember what I want to talk about. Right? First I want to deal with, as I told people, focus on the 7 o'clock news Sunday nights. 3 news bulletins with UNC. I want them, they're the same ingredients I seen from 2009 to 2010, Dominic.
Yes.
Almost the newscast was all about UNC and opposition. What is the PNM doing as a party, not a government, to actually to counteract that? They have a general council, they have a party structure. What is they coming to the public to say on a Sundays? That is the same thing, because Sunday nights is strategic. Breakfast, bed, a new work week. Whatever propaganda is spread there is fixing people's mind to start off the week. That is one. So that's something for the PNM to look at. That's what the TV6 News, Bruce, every Sunday night and tell me what you see. 2, 3, I'm going to hell with Rodney Charles. Let me hear what them fellas on them. I looking past them fellas on them. Toko Sandy Grande Regional Corporation, Tunapuna, San Fernando. Those are the corporations that PNM have to focus on. All the rest is foregone. PNM have lost even their stronghold. They lose Diego Martin, they lose Arima, they lose places that they never thought they would have lost. Right? The swing voter, they hear Rodney Charles basing on. Here we saying Dominican Bruce, I keep telling all you, the 30% of swing voters. Who do you think make up them swing voters? If there are no swing voters in UNC constituencies, and like there are no people on the fence and no undecided. There's only one set of people and the mixed community. The Afro and the mixed community is what swing and undecided voters. PNM are re-strategize. We can't base our faith on Tobago. There's 6 marginals, right? There's 4 on the corridor, 2 in south. I are realist. I think forward thinking. Right? Watson, you could do what you have to do. The little island of Tobago, they have a particular way they vote. Right? Right now, Watson, you can the ascendancy. We can't base our faith on Tobago. There's 6 marginals in Trinidad who win most of them 6 marginals will stay into government. Local coming first. Focus on Oko Sandy Grande, Tunapuna Regional Corporation, and San Fernando. All them rest of corporations in the southern land, Couva and Princestown and Mearo and Couva and all, them don't change. Them vote don't change. And they know that even if Rodney Charles didn't say Dominican Bruce, he never mentioned anything about their constituencies and their voter base. But then them done in the bag. Right? So I want people to understand, right? And my people who going all over the place cussing Dr. Rowley and saying Patrick Manning worry about it. Wait till Jack Warner and Pandey say about Mrs. Decessor. The same black people who say what Manning say about Dr. Rowley. Why are they not saying wait till Basio Pandey say about Kamala Prasad Decessor and Jack Warner? Well, they must say that too when they're being nasty and dishonest. And I'm waiting for we boy up in New Jersey to call at the end of the program to see if he could have the last say so we can respond. Call now Wall Street so we can respond and tackle you. Don't wait till the end of the program and be a coward. Call early if you had a call. Thanks, fellas.
Yeah. So very true. That they know their seats locked in numbers.
Yeah.
Locked. Their lawyers, UNC lawyers, allowing, well, a petition the court for alleged and accused of murderers to get bail. And we vex on them. We vex. We still vote in UNC. But we don't like Rowley. We don't like the PNM. And we rather have Kamala there. Don't mind murderers coming outside. Don't mind crime going on. We vote in UNC. We could be how vexed. You hear now the way you're seeing all these lives and so on taking place on Facebook, cussing out Dr. Rowley, people who are PNM. You see any UNC people cussing out Kamala like that, Bruce?
Nope.
Okay.
We.
Take note.
Caller, good morning.
A blessed morning, Bruce Boston.
Morning.
Morning, Dominic.
Morning,
Let's
sir.
Phoenix, all loyal listeners and callers, all on the live, all share the live. Dominic and Bruce.
Yes.
In 2019, I had a chance to reach down Moruga. And we parked on the long road. And here I tell you, there's the most amount of land, but we get through it. We passed back on the Moruga, Moruga cut back and system and all these places. And it's the same thing, but we had major work going on in some of these major lands. Like I think one either Monkey Top and Rock, somewhere in between them. One major project. And what the concentration is really on land. This is what the Ministry of Works should be concentrating on. And you see, when you go to here, it says regional corporations. So what I'm saying is put the money in regional corporations in these areas and make sure we have the same unemployed people to talk for them to work. This country, make sure that it go through the regional corporation and let them improve the residents. That is because, as a share, is the most amount of I see in my lifetime in Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Caller, good morning.
Pleasant good morning, Bruce.
Morning.
Morning, Dominic.
Morning,
Morning,
Brian.
listeners and callers of 91.9. Bruce, Dominic, my greatest concern, as Dominic alluded to this morning, I want Trinidad and Tobago to picture 1,200 people accused of murders applying for bail. How many you believe out of that 1,200 might get bail? Let me say 50%. So that is 600 people you have out on bail. Let's just assume. Let me go even smaller than that. Let's say 25%. Let's say 300 people out on bail. You understand the mayhem and the fright of so-called witnesses in this country? You could understand what's going on? And where you see it have no more grabbers and jammers that don't ever work in the prisons. You could imagine when you was inside there, you associated yourself with somebody and them asked you to do them a favor because they didn't get bail and you get bail.
only people understand the nature of what it is being asked. You could imagine the PNM going to court, the PNM government going to court and asking for bail for murderers. What do you think what people in this country would say? Look at who asking for it. A man accused and before the court asking for bail for murderers in this country. These people have money to pay all of these attorneys that would be coming up all over the place now to say, well, listen, I have to defend you and I need fees to continue your case into Lord knows how long from now. When these cases go finish? When these witnesses going to be in time? Look, some of them right now behind bars for what, 9, 10, 15, 20 years. When these cases going to finish? What it is we asking of our country? And on top of that, I am very surprised at Chief Justice Archie. And not only that, you give the state 1 week to get a continuance from England, from London. I don't understand it. What is the hurry? What is the great rush? You understand? That is a very serious. I have serious concerns about that. And I'm not hearing serious people, serious-minded people coming out and objecting to it. I wonder if Ramesh Lawrence Maharaj agrees with that. Well, he's a human rights lawyer, so he very well might. What about Martin Daly? What about Martin George? What about all of these so-called Pamela Elder, all of these attorneys who would normally come out and say something? Where are they? Huh? This is a serious, serious matter. Guns coming in here by thousands every single day. And look at who bringing them in. We're going to be in serious, serious trouble, people. And I don't know what to think about this, but I hope and pray that the law lords discontinue this matter and throws it completely out and say, no, let us revert to 1994. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Right.
So we have about 2 minutes or so before we go to the break.
But as Brian was alluding to, Bruce, even though the final decision rests with the Privy Council in the intervening period, while we're waiting for a judgment from the Privy Council, I think from as early as next month, accused murderers would be eligible to apply for bail, assuming that the local court, whatever appeal doesn't put a stay on that pending the outcome from the Privy Council. Right? So, yeah, all the UNC folks, yeah, that's a badge of honor for you all to win, right? That if it comes to pass that murder becomes a bailable offense, just know that we're nailing that to the chest of Kamna Prasad Decessor and the barrel of deplorables.
Take a quick one here. Morning, my brother. You have under a minute.
I'm on the phone again. Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning, man. Everybody. Preliminary inquiries. Is that what they call it, Dominic?
Yes.
I have 4 people for nearly 30 years fighting an extradition treaty using that. And when they're done and they get into office, they give me section 34 to make sure that they don't make jail. What do you think will happen to the 4 that I know about? Anand Ram Logan, Ramdeen, Julian John, Mobilal? They have questions to answer, not so?
Correct.
All right. So that is why they're using preliminary inquiry. So when that time reach, then their whole idea is not to ensure that when they get into office, they don't make jail, you know. Enjoy the day.
Yeah, man. Take care. And with that, Dominic, we go to the break. We'll be right back.
Yes, sir.
Lo. The sisters. Let me catch my breath all here. Me playing mad in real life, I'm tired. Somebody say yeah. George, you are ready in the G-Way. Only that way for the stand up. Hold on. Hold in your stomach. A rebel, you know. And just sing. Sing from your heart, ding dong. Just sing. From the age of 10, had my first girlfriend. I didn't have no paper when she wanted ice cream from right from the bed. Later then, how much money you spend? It's too so hard way again. She marking every cent. You see, I just too much gal in mind. You see, I make too much of a choice. You see, I never be again. I just I want it to. I want it to be serious. I want it to. Low. All who play the Duke, I see a trumpet sign.
Simpsons Memorial Limited, number 63 Eastern Main Road, Laventille. Internationally accredited funeral directors and embalmers. A full-service funeral home serving families of Trinidad and Tobago and internationally since 1945. At Simpsons Memorial Limited, we serve with dignity in assisting families and honoring the memory of their loved ones. Our services include professional funeral and pre-planning, burials and cremation, custom-built and imported caskets, coffins and cremation trays, cemetery management, limousines, mourners cars, grief counseling, web streaming of funerals, fully air-conditioned chapel with live musical accompaniment, full global shipping and receiving of loved ones. We specialize in facial restorations. Call us anytime, day or night, at 623-8688. That number again is 623-8688. Simpsons Memorial Limited. Superior service, always with excellence.
Take me to the king. I don't have much to bring.
Season 22. Defend we culture.
Let's give it up. Make some noise for David Michael Runner.
Hi, this is David inviting you to my concert, High Mass The Rising, at the Songforge in St. James, Carnival Monday night. Tickets available at the Songforge box office or tickets.songforge.live. See you there.
Season 22. Defend we culture at Soundforge.
We spirit must live on!
For more info, call the hotline at 33-FORGE. That's 333-6743.
Season 22. Defend we culture.
Drop your keys and bow your knees, for I am the notorious midnight robber.
February 22nd to 28th.
I am here to defend my culture.
Season 22.
I am here to introduce you to season 22.
Defend we music.
We have soca, we have pop, we have calypso, we even have the doubles man.
At Soundforge, culture lives on.
To make sure my culture lives and not just survive.
Season 22, February 22nd to 28th at Soundforge.
We spirit must live on!
Buffering again.
Don't let slow or no Wi-Fi kill the vibe. There's no time like now to keep the rhythm going with Digicel's 30-day Prime $199 bundle. Get 15 gigabytes any use LTE data. That's 5 gigabytes more. And premium access to Carnival content and entertainment on the go with dedicated app data. No subscription needed. Plus, win a flight and accommodation to Miami Carnival and more. Activate your 30-day Prime $199 bundle in the My Digicel app or dial *323 # now. Digicel. Better together this Carnival.
Carnival, come back. Me say you wake up in the morning and you just realize Carnival come back again.
Alright, maybe that isn't 100% true, but hear this. TSB and Seed.Sided alongside IWER George presents Carnival Comeback. Carnival Monday, the good again.
This is IWER George, the big boss of the business. Carnival Monday, the 28th, 3 p.m. Queenspark Savannah. Carnival Comeback.
3 p.m. Carnival Monday, Queenspark Savannah. People, young brother, I'm going to be there live DJ until we come in. Shake it properly. People, You need vaccination on entry.
Come out in your Monday wear. Come out with your team from 3 p.m. till. Get your female tickets started at $220 and male tickets at $250 with food inclusive. Get those tickets online at suntix.com. Also, book your cabanas. $2,000 for groups of 9 with coolers and food inclusive. All this happening at the Queen's Park Savannah. Carnival, come.
Yes, Trinidad and Tobago. A musical showdown of medium and large steel bands from around the country will take place on Saturday, 26 February from 5 p.m. Center stage at the Safe Zone Carnival City, Queen's Park, Savannah. And Trinbago, in collaboration with the NCC, present a pan-event musical showdown in the Big Yard. See NCC's website or call the NCC office at 622-1718 for grandstand and pond group ticket details. This event is supported by Digicel and Angostura.
The craftsmanship of our mass through color and creativity come alive at the preliminary round of the First Citizens Senior Kings and Queens competition. The magic happens on the big stage, Carnival City, Queen's Park, Savannah, on Tuesday, 22nd February from 7 p.m. Which creations will move forward to vie for a chance at the coveted titles King and Queen of A Taste of Carnival? Judge for yourselves. Be there with your crew on Tuesday, 22nd February from 7 p.m. Visit TNTCarnivalWorld.com, the NCC Facebook page, or call 622-1718 for tickets and entry details. The First Citizens, Senior Kings and Queens of Carnival 2022 is presented by the TTCBA in collaboration with the NCC and supported by Digicel.
Join the winning team with Pastor Alkaline John every Monday from 10:05 a.m. to 11 a.m. and every Wednesday evening from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. live on the street 919 FM as he talks about Lviv, the power of 5 fruits, one of the most powerful antioxidant supplements on the market today. The 5 superfruits in Lviv are mangosteen, acai, pomegranate, gogi, and nuni. These fruits have a positive and profound impact on human health, performance, and disease. Listen to Pastor Alkaline John every Tuesday at 9:05 a.m. and Wednesday at 7 p.m. on the street 919 FM as he gives live testimonials of the Lviv healing powers. To get more information, you can contact Pastor Alkaline John at 516-286-7079, 516-286-7079, or you can visit his webpage at www.alkalinejohn.com.
The deals are at East Side Plaza, located at number 32 Charlotte Street in Port of Spain. It's a sale on everything at all stores. Opening hours are from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Everything from food stuff, lunches, pottery, African wear, Christmas gift items, tailor services, hair salon services, and so much more. Everything means everything. Head into Port of Spain and check out East Side Plaza at number 32 Charlotte Street.
Dr. Livette. Join him right here on your radio every Friday afternoon from 5:05 p.m. to 5:35 p.m. for your dose of the health and wellness in a program that is sure to change your life. Popular for promoting Livette rather than diet, Dr. Livette has transformed a number of lives nationwide and is now live on the street 919 FM every Friday from 5:05 p.m. Tune in and also learn about the U-Juice to build your immunities and promote overall great health. Dr. Livette on the street 919 FM this and every Friday from 5:05 p.m. to 5:35 p.m. It's time that you live.
Police, cadê?
Officer Best Price here. Johnny Q, Auto Parts Division.
Yes, sir.
I'm here to investigate an assault on batteries.
Excuse me, sir?
Is it true you have batteries selling for $488?
Yes. Power Master, Optima, Vata, and Megastar batteries.
So I could buy a battery for $488?
Yes, sir. For cars, trucks, and boats. Backed and distributed by Massey Automotive.
Which part?
Right here at Johnny Q Hardware and Auto Parts Division, 15 Arrowbita Avenue, Woodbrook. And our new Johnny Q Superstore, located at Lowlands Mall off Claude Noel Highway in Tobago. You could call 60 Tools.
Alright, thanks, boss. Nah, man. Ronnie,
do you have $488 to lend, man?
Tune into the Street 919 FM this and every Thursday for the program Conscious Talk, where we are at and where we are going with Steve Antoine as regards to land space for the celebration of Emancipation Day every Thursday from 10:25 a.m. to 10:55 a.m. It's Conscious Talk on the Street 919 FM.
There's a new taste in town. Maracas Bacon Shack at 79 Robert Street in Woodbrook brings you bacon shot, kingfish, fries, shrimp, aloo pies, and delectable sauces to tease your taste buds. Walk in, order with food drop, or get parking lot pickup at 488 Bake or 75 Shot. Need catering? No problem. Call or email tastemaracas@gmail.com. Follow Taste Maracas on social media for all the delicious details. Taste Maracas, the new taste in town. Corner of Roberts and Rosalino Streets. See you soon.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's Radio.
The Church of the Firstborn Assembly of number 399 Eastern Main Road, Waiko Sangre Grande, is pleased to present Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson and guest. Sundays, Tuesdays, and Friday night, Sunday Ministry of Worship, Children Hour, and the Word from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Tuesdays, see Jesus in every book of the Bible from Genesis to Revelation. Tuesday morning from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. and Friday night, 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. All night prayer for our nation. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell everyone. For further information, visit with us at www.churchofthefirstbornassembly.org or on Facebook. Email us at church668hope@gmail.com or call us at 753-1113 or 236-7271. Your free gifts and offerings will be greatly appreciated at Church of the Firstborn Assembly, account number 795222 at the First Citizens Bank.
Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on.
This is the Street 919 FM COVID-19 updates. In case you missed it, the latest COVID positive cases in TNT as of February 21st, 2022 stands at new positive cases 355, total active cases 21,024. Total recovered patients, 99,478. Total positive cases for COVID-19 as of March 2020 to present, 124,076. Follow the Ministry of Health COVID-19 protocols. Wear your mask, sanitize, social distance, and avoid gatherings. A message from the Street 919 FM.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
The Titans of Democracy on the Street 919 FM.
Yo, this is your boy Ziggy Rankin, and right now you're listening to the Titans of Democracy. You don't know. Real talk.
So welcome back on the inside. Just a bit of quick information for you. TSB with Team Northsiding alongside IWER George presents the Carnival Comeback at the Queen's Park Savannah. Come out in your teams on Monday the 28th of February. That's Carnival Monday from 3 p.m. till tickets, male $250, female $220, and it's food inclusive. Cabanas are $2,000 and it accommodates groups of 9 with coolers and food inclusive. Live performances by Charles Marshall, Jaiga, KMC, Ding Dong, Swappy, Young Brother, DJ Elon, Travis World, DJ Kevin, Artist Team, Trevlin, Poison Songs, Selector Kerry, and much more to come. Get your tickets online at suntix.live/event/the Carnival Comeback. Physical tickets in Arima, you can contact Brandon at 278-6299, Anya at 394-4418, in Aruka and Sandy Grande, Nakosi at 282-6922, in Curep, Atoy 488-8764, Chenille 485-7313, in Port of Spain, Jabari 486-9999, Terrell 473-1078, Jesse 318-3829. In South, Princess 372-3630, Stefan 381-7498. In Central, Lee 710-2394. In the East, Edward 473-4734. And in Trin-City, Dominic 704-8136. Remember, you need proof of vaccination and your ID for entry. So come out in your Monday way and be a part of this. It's the Carnival Comeback. It's happening at the Queen's Park Savannah on Monday the 28th of February. Straight from the airport, straight into FET, win flight and accommodation to Miami Carnival, free groceries or Digicel services for a year. No time like now to celebrate Carnival with Digicel. Buy a Prime bundle or visit digiceltt.com for more ways to win. Digicel, better together this Carnival. There's something for everyone at Lowlands Mall, Tobago, where you and your entire family can enjoy a safe and superior shopping experience. All of your favorite stores and service outlets are open and ready for your visit. Plus, don't forget the delicious choices at the food court. All COVID-19 protocols continue to be in place for the safety of all visitors to the mall. And remember, no mask, no entry. Visit Tobago's #1 family destination today, Lowlands Mall, Tobago, with comfortable air-conditioned shopping and lots of secure parking. Tell your friends and family Lowlands Mall, Tobago is open and ready for your visit. Defend with mass, defend with music, defend who we are. Come experience the Carnival Village at Songforge from February 22nd to the 28th. 7 days of live entertainment in a secure indoor-outdoor environment. We have soca, pan, calypso, food and drinks carnival characters. All COVID-19 protocols will be observed. Proof of vaccination must be presented on entry. Tickets are available now at tickets.songforge.live and at the Songforge box office. Follow us at song.forge on Instagram for more info. Season 22, Defend We Culture at Songforge. The spirit must live on. And on Carnival Monday night, February the 28th, David Michael Rudder will be performing live in concert at Songforge, Mokrapa Road, St. James. High Mass, The Rising. Come experience a night of good music in a secure indoor-outdoor environment. There's a new taste in town, Maracas Bacon Shack at 79 Robert Street in Woodbrook. It brings to you a bacon shack, kingfish, fries, shrimp, aloo pies, and delectable sauces to tease your taste buds. Walk in, order with food drop, or get parking lot pickup at 488 Bake or 75 Shack. Need catering? No problem. Call or email tastemaracas@gmail.com. Follow Taste Maracas on social media for all delicious details. Taste Maracas, the new taste in town. Corner of Robert and Rosalino Streets, Woodbrook. See you soon. Shop now at New City Mall and check out our premium selection of high-quality clothing and accessories for men and women. Save on all items with competitive prices and courteous service throughout the entire mall. New City Mall is located in the heart of Port of Spain with entrances on 3 Charlotte Street and 41 Independence Square. New City Mall. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram. Our opening hours are from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. daily. Join Pastor Kelvin Harry Narayan and friends for The Way, The Truth, The Life radio program, Radio Ministry, a Church of Life ministry live on the street 909 FM every Sunday from 6:05 p.m. to 7 p.m. For further information, you can contact 686-3845, 349-5178 or 342-7303. Join Dr. Livette right here on the street 909 FM every Friday afternoon from 5:05 p.m. to 5:35 p.m. for your dose of health and wellness in a program that's sure to change your life. Popular for promoting Livette rather than diet, Dr. Livette has transformed a number of lives nationwide. Tune in and also learn about the U-Juice to build your immunities and promote overall great health. Dr. Livette on the street 909 FM every Friday from 5:05 p.m. to 5:35 p.m. It's time that you live. For more information, you can call 638-9437. And the deals are at Eastside Plaza, located at number 32 Charlotte Street in Port of Spain. It's a sale on everything at all stores at Eastside Plaza, and everything means everything. So head into Port of Spain and check out Eastside Plaza, number 32 Charlotte Street. Our opening hours are from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. For all your hardware, building materials, auto parts, small tool rentals, pets and pet supplies, gravel and sand now available. Don't forget PowerMaster, Optima Vart and Megastar batteries starting from $488. And it's all at Johnny Q, number 15 Arpit Avenue, Woodbrook, and our new Johnny Q Superstore in Lowlands Mall, Tobago off Claude Noel Highway. Just call 632. And tune in to the street at 909 FM every Thursday from 10:05 a.m. to 10:20 a.m. for the program Straight and Narrow, The Way of Life. The health store being brought to you by Mrs. Arlene Collins Mohammed. For more information, check us out on Facebook or Instagram at Straight and Narrow or visit our website at www.opulence.com/Arlene for Life. You can also call or WhatsApp us at 309-4697 or 620-9379. So we are back. Ooh, that was a mouthful. Continuing to take your calls. 342-0081 466-5391. Caller, good morning.
Morning, Bruce.
Morning, madam.
Dominic, Sharon, everybody, good morning. Now, this morning, I heard where the children in Siparia School are misbehaving. Now, all schools have a little rumbling. But I'm wondering to know that seeing their, if I think who is the representative, who is the leader of a party, if the children, while they were at home and they were seeing all the things that this leader was doing, marching on the road with coffin, the pushback and all of that, I wonder if the children learn and miss all those activities, that they feel it's just right, they can do anything they want at any time because if the leaders are doing these things, I guess they feel they are all right with it. And the point is, with this coughing and all of that, even all those things upset the children. The children will be learning and seeing what these older people are doing. Concerning the bail act, I am wanting it to know if jail has to close down, because if you can't hang, you can't put them in jail. What's the sense of a jail? So somebody will take a solo or a piece or take a cake from some shop or something, you're getting the jail for that? And would there be any tourism people be coming to this country or any boats coming into the country anymore because they're not safe and they have nothing to look forward to? So I don't know, they're playing politics with people's lives and livelihood and everything. And if people could kill, they ain't hanging them, they ain't putting them in jail, they leave them outside. So close the jails. Okay? That is what I have to say this morning. Bye.
Bye-bye. Caller, good morning.
Bruce, good morning. Yeah, boy.
Let me say morning to you people. I kept in the tail to get the radio station this morning.
Oh gosh.
Dinner morning to you. Bataria. Patsy Street. 1285. Woman Oga. Gemma and Malcolm Holly don't try that, you know. What's in Holly, you know. Mr. Napuna. Hey, someone man, what's going on with you? Well, I hear. I catch it. I don't know where this happened to the radio. When I catch it, that's why they can't get away at all. Anyway, love to everybody. Morning, Sharon. Morning, the people at Bonnet Gardens and Mount Hope who are missed out. Well, I'll call them later again. All right, I'll talk to you. Carol, good morning to you. And love to everybody. Just remember, always still give somebody something and say nothing. God.
Caller, good morning.
Morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
Morning, I just want to say that my whole gentleman is saying that on social media how some of the people, some of the GMC people move forward to send up a Patrick Man and talk about against the terrorists and stuff like that and what he say. And, you know, you're saying what he say about Kamala. But you know what I want to say? You know that in the terrorists never talk about, I mean, Patrick Man never talk about the terrorists for Prime Minister. It was just a fallout they had at the time, and everybody knew that they had fallout and he said certain things. But he come back and endorse Dr. Roy, and you know that this? At that conference, at a meeting, he endorsed him. Did he ever endorse Kamala? Did he ever endorse Kamala and what he did? Never. They wouldn't talk that part. You understand what I'm saying? So that way that they were trying to go wrong. He endorsed. I know that because I remember that he endorsed. He said, all right, I endorsed Dr. Roy, but he never endorsed Kamala. He said she will be a disaster. And that's what she is, a disaster up to now. Even in opposition, she's a disaster. The UNC and Kamala is no good for Trinidad and Tobago. So they could come with all the rhetoric, but just that some people can't understand that they continue to support them with stupidity, and we black people get caught up in it. This is my contribution. I just wanted to remind people that we will endorse the terrorists. So when they come in, they check about nonsense, talk about things. Never endorse Kamala, because she will be a disaster, and she is up to now. Thank you for allowing me this contribution.
Thank you. Caller, good morning.
Bruce, morning.
Morning.
I hear Rodney Charles talking a set of crap there, but Kamala is the one to bring back. All you should be beating this like a road match. You see these $16 billion that they teach? All you should be, that's supposed to be all your mantra. Every time all you come on here, let the public know what they do. And then he will realize that he had to hush him out. And they ain't supposed to be around here at all. They're not supposed to do that. You Dominic, Sharon, Aisha, all you let them know what they do. People don't want them around. Them people wicked. 16 billion, all the water treatment money, they're gone with that stuff. These people, they're sick. Okay, boss.
Yeah, man. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Bushman.
Morning, darling, morning.
How you going there?
Hi there, cool. How you doing?
I inside.
Nice.
Have a birthday greeting today. Saltfish Mara birthday today. Judy coming. So wishing her happy birthday to live to see many, many more. You hear?
Yes, ma'am.
And only you alone there?
No, Dominic right here.
Oh, you did? Dominic, morning.
Morning.
And how you going? You good?
I am very good.
All right then. Okay, so let's have a blessed day. The Kai come, Sharon, Mommy Sauce, all your morning. Mano, everybody morning, Chak lady. Okay, have a blessed day. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
So, guys, you can call us up. The lines are open 342-0081-4665391. Yes. Caller, good morning.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Bruce Wayne.
Merry Christmas, my brother. How are you?
Well, giving thanks and praises for life, health, and strength. Blessings to you and the family.
Yeah, man.
Mr. Dominic, Merry Christmas, sir.
And a happy carnival to you, sir.
Blessed Easter to you, sir. Hey, Mr. Dominic and Mr. Bruce Wayne. I'm listening to all of this morning, and I listened to Mr. Dominic discuss these criminals who go to the court in Trinidad and Tobago for murderers to get bail. Here. And this is what I keep saying for the past week going. Mr. Dominic and Mr. Bruce Wayne, we're dealing with a bunch of criminals in Trinidad and Tobago. You see where it reached to? You see where it reached to? Murderers to get bail. You hear? I wonder how these people, as the man say, how these people they sleep at night. You hear? When they committing so much crime in Trinidad and Tobago, because it's crime they committing today, you know, Mr. Bruce Wayne and Mr. Dominic. It's crime, you know. You hear? That's why I wonder how magistrates, judges, lawyers, they sleep in Trinidad and Tobago, you know. Because these is the people that committing the crime in Trinidad and Tobago, you know. This is what happening here to the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, you know, Mr. Bruce Wayne and Mr. Dominic. I keep saying that for the longest while. That's why I say it's a criminal regime we voting here in 2010 that caused treason. They create treason among the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. And what we getting for that now? Huh? More acts and murders. That's what we getting for 2010 to 2015. After they commit treason against the citizens, we getting murders for that now. How these people just rest in their bed, like Volney and all these judges they call themselves, how they sleeping in the bed when the night come, when they know it's definitely crime they committing against the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. Mr. Bruce Wayne and Mr. Dominic. Mr. Bruce Wayne and Mr. Dominic. Only have a blessed morning, a blessed rest of the day, a blessed week ahead, and only take care for me, please. Morning, Miss Sharon Felix and Trinidad and Tobago. Morning to you all. Rise up and understand what's taking place in all your country, you know. Rise up and understand what's happening in Trinidad and Tobago, you know. All right. Only have a peaceful day. Thanks, Mr. Bruce Wayne. Thanks, Mr. Dominic, for the time. Blessings. Take care.
Yeah, man. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Bruce.
Morning.
Morning, Dominic. Let me clear this thing up for all you. You see, Duppy, in Naparima, member of parliament, he's the son of a Bajan woman named Ursuline Sampson. His Christian name is Archerson Charles, born at the back of St. Clement Cemetery. His neighbor was executed, Dr. Dalip Singh. I don't know if you could remember that, many years ago, for killing his woman wife, Inga, when They bring in Scotland Yard, bring in a man Slater. And where he lived, them only was watching grave and thing whole night. That's why they call him Duppy. Mr. Duppy is a loose spirit. I want you to ask me why the letters UNC is placed in the word dunce, a bun.
Oh, God.
Title scholars not easier though.
You better get Central Max this morning.
Oh my word. Hey, watch that. Caller, good morning. Hello. Hello, morning. Okay, well, I know what's going there. Dominic, days the week before Carnival, no what later on yourself.
True. Well, I saw Thursday there's a concert in the Queen's Park Savannah. It's Vibes with Voice.
Okay.
Yes, I heard him on a interview yesterday on another frequency, and he said all the pods are sold out for his concert. All, and they just have a few.
The pods that everybody condemning, Dominic.
Yes,
the same pods.
All
same pods.
Okay. Pods are sold out, and they just have a few limited tickets left for the grandstand. A few.
Somebody was asking me about, I think it was the Pan, it's the Pan boy? And they was asking me, is the Pan, something. And they was telling me that they seen people in the grandstand and they hardly seen people in the pod, so what's going on there? I say, well, I don't know, but as far as I understand, the grandstand and the pods are in use.
Yes.
Is a matter of choice. If you want to pay to go in the pods, you do that. If you want to pay to be in the grandstand, you can do that as well. It's up to you.
Correct.
Whichever one you choose, you know.
But we know this traditionally, the only time, well, what is currently, where the pods currently occupying used to be the North Stand.
Yeah.
Right? And that is where people would usually go for Pan semi-finals. And the fact is that for years, that was basically the only day that the North Stand was really fully in use. After that, the North Stand is basically empty for the rest of the carnival. As the grandstand.
North Stand is for the line.
Correct.
I went at semis once. Dominic, don't ask me who beat, what they beat, when they beat. All I know is when the Pan music stopped.
Mm-hmm.
The rhythm section just started ticking.
Yes.
At the space.
But that was why Gypsy decided to do away with the North Stand, because he said it was costing $2 million to go up, $2 million to come down, and it's only used really for one day.
Yeah.
It didn't make sense spending that kind of money to put up, and then they came with the carnival situation where they had basically the larger version of the pods now. Because remember, for the last couple of years they had like these big thing with the tents, like big pod. And now we just have these smaller versions. But we see that there is utility for these pods. It's just what...
But I remember asking some years ago, I wasn't even in radio as yet, and I was asking why the grandstand had to come down, why did they do something permanent there? Something, because I mean, basically the Savannah is used for that. Nothing else again, no horse racing or nothing like that going on there again.
Correct.
So put up a permanent structure, fix it up nice, you know, make it ready for concerts and these types of things, the parade of the bands, and drop a nice something, Dominic. What do you think?
Bruce, Vision 2020, ever heard of that? You recall one former Prime Minister by the name of Patrick Augustus Moving Manning had envisioned big carnival, a big facility in Savannah, right where the grandstand is now, which would have been a state-of-the-art facility that would have seen the ability to open the the roof, the ceiling, whatever, it would retract. You would have a stage, a grand stage that could come up from the ground and so on, and it could retract and so on. This spectacular facility that would have been second to none in the Caribbean. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And you remember the then opposition said that it was pie in the sky, that it was vanity, a vanity project. And they were able to get people to lambaste Mr. Manning for that very facility that he had envisioned, so that instead of every year having to spend millions and millions of dollars to put up thing and take down thing, we would have had a permanent facility there that would have complemented Napa. And after all the bacchanal and stuff, Mr. Manning had to abandon it because the people didn't want it, because they buy into the UNC propaganda that is hundreds of millions of dollars going to be wasted on this thing. Yeah.
And how much?
Yeah, they would have need the funds.
How much 4 million we spent from then till now?
Thank you.
Right.
And is that, are we talking just 4 million to put up
and take it
down?
down?
We ain't talking the money to put up the stage and take down the stage, right? Because there would have been a permanent stage in that facility.
Or the song system. Or the song system.
Thank you.
Put up.
Thank you.
We don't have a permanent system in place.
Yes, and state-of-the-art acoustics, so that it would not have only been a facility for Carnival, but it would have been a facility that could have been used for other events.
You mean, you could keep big concerts there.
Thank you. Right? Yeah.
Local, regional, international, bring it.
Vision 2020, right? That you all forestalled in 2010. And I put it to you that if Patrick Manning had won the election in 2010, and he had stewardship over the highest energy revenues in this country's history from 2010 to 2015. Well, notwithstanding, he wouldn't have been prime minister for the full term because he suffered a stroke and that would have been. But the fact is, things would have been in train to bring these things to pass. So that even if Mr. Manning was not in a position to be able to execute the duties of prime minister, whoever would have been acting in his stead. It's just simply a matter of realizing Vision 2020, which has now become Vision 2030. And it might have to end up being Vision 2035 or Vision 2040 because we don't have the money today to put it into being. You understand? And if it is that people vex with Rowley and come 2025, or they decide to put Kamala back there, change Vision 2030 to Vision 2100. Okay? All right.
You go send me back in the storage? What the hell? Watch me. Sorry to say, but Dominic, if the idea is not mine, I don't like it.
Yes.
Because you cannot tell me that you. So then you're seen just right in front of your face, then you're seen down the road.
We always talk, we want to be like Dubai and Singapore. Rapid rail. Now we want that. Too much money. Vanity project. Waterfront. Vanity project. Everything for development in this country. But now they're talking about Guyana. And Guyana going to be the Dubai of the Caribbean. Why do you think that is so? Why? You know why? Because they don't have a UNC in Guyana. Watch at what is happening in Guyana today with oil prices now being $90-something a barrel. Okay. So Guyana is very well on their way to becoming what we should have been in 2020. But no, people like to play, as Mr. Manning used to say, fast and loose with your vote in 2010. 5 years set us back. God only knows how many years. And all we like to talk about vanity project. And all they know is to spend money to build a hospital and put more beds in the hospital to accommodate more sick people. That's all.
Box trains that go nowhere.
Yeah. And buy laptop to give school children. That's all. We don't know about physical infrastructure development. All they're complaining about the state of the roads and so on and all of that. All of that should have been a thing of the past. But anyway, you get the government you deserve. I didn't vote for them. I was one of the, sensible ones who didn't buy into their rhetoric. When people was telling me, where's a new thing? Give them a chance. And if it is they perform well, you could always vote them out. Yeah, you could vote them out. But the damage that was done in that 5 years is going to take a very long time to fix. Go ahead.
I find
Let's jump in 2020.
I find the leaders in my sister eye a little quiet, or is it that I not seen anything?
Yeah, but they're quiet. They have nothing to be there just about. What do you do? Wash your mouth.
I think it's the longest I think it's the longest Mr. Duke has ever been silent himself. Who knows?
Exactly. Very much so.
Boy.
They want us to stand the radar because they don't want us to allow them up. But don't worry. Time longer than twine.
No, but
we're coming back to this now.
The thing about it is, I don't himself want to have any more discussions and that, and I just want to sit down and watch. I take in, you know, when you're watching a movie and somebody who see the movie already want to come in and tell you something, and say, gosh. Yeah, I want don't just say nothing. Just let me sit down and watch the movie. You know?
And drink water.
Yes. Mind your business. Guys, so I have to give you some information here. I need to get my music in place, so to say. Yes. Where am I? Okay. Right. Here's what we're talking about. So TSB with a team not siding alongside IWER George presents the Carnival Comeback at the Queen's Park Savannah. Yes, come out with your teams on Monday, the 20th of February from 3 p.m. till tickets, $250 for male, $220 for female, and it's food inclusive. Remember, we also have cabanas available for you. $2,000 accommodates groups of 9 with your coolers and food inclusive. Live performances by Sean Marshall, Jigal, KMC, Ding Dong, Swappy, Young Brother, DJ Elon, Travis Will, DJ Kevin, Artist Team, Trevlin, Poison Song, Selector Kerry, and much more to come. Remember to get your tickets online at suntix.live/event/the Carnival Comeback. Physical tickets in Rima, you can check out Brandon at 278-6299, Anya at 394-4418, in Aruka and Sandy Grande, Nikosi 282-6922, in Curep, Atoy at 488-8764, Chanel 485-7313, in Port of Spain, Jabari at 486-9999, Terrell 473-1078, Jesse 318-3829, in South, Princess 372-3630, Stefan 381-7498, in Central, Lee 710-2394, East, Edward 473-4734, and in Trin-City, Dominic 704-8136. Remember, proof of vaccination and ID is required on entry. So come out in your Monday wear and be a part of this. It's the Carnival Comeback. It's all happening at the Queen's Park Savannah.
Super you, yeah. Push back, baby. Push back on the bamboo, baby. Push back, baby. Push back on the bamboo. Push back, baby. Push back on the bamboo, baby. Take bamboo, gal. Take bamboo, ride it, gal. 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 You know it's carnival. Bamboo man, but they pay some jam. Truck man, why you driving so fast? Bamboo sharing like side no farm. Water spraying all in the band. Bacana like fighting for land. Look, my alcohol in my hand. Supervisor turn honey. Take bamboo, gal. Take bamboo, ride it, gal. Take bamboo, gal. Take bamboo, ride it, gal. The system. My friend. I all day with me. Charge it. Bad charge it. My friend. I all day with me. Charge it. Bad charge it. Hey, no amount of money could come.
So remember, live performances by Sean Marshall, Jiga, KMC, Ding Dong, Swappy, Young Brother, and many, many more to come.
It's one link, one order, and that we defend. We going down to
to the end.
It's all about the carnival comeback.
Touch one, you touch all, and the road is we gallery.
Carnival Monday, the 28th of February. Remember, it starts from 3 p.m. and it goes till.
Jumble up there. Start to get stink and naughty. Show them the crew big and massive. Hug up your friend and jumble up there. Start to get stink and naughty. Show them the crew big and massive. Rough weird. All my ladies, fans and them. This is IWER George, the big boss.
TSB with Team Not siding alongside the big man himself, Mr. Neil IWER George.
Girl, I want it now. Give me everything right now. Ooh, girl, I want it now. Give me everything right now. Ooh, girl, you know that I love you. You say you love me too. Mashing up every chat, mashing up every chat. I give you everything. You can't want for nothing. Mashing up every chat. You call me the big boss in your business, but I find you're not seeking my interest. When I come, is water flowing? Girl, give me everything. I'm fed up with the begging. Girl, I want it now. Give me everything right now. Ooh, girl, I want it now. Give me everything right now. Ooh, from start shell down, start to shell down, 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 start shell down.
DJ Elon, aka Pappy, Travis Will, DJ Kevin, artist team traveling, Poison song selector Kerry.
Tear it down, rap, rap, tear it down flat, break it down.
It's the carnival comeback.
Break it down flat, break it down, rap, rap, break it down.
Remember, it's all happening at the Queen's Park Savannah. This carnival Monday, the 20th of February.
In a rush, meet me by the bar in a rush. Dance nice, place nice, link up with my friends is a must. Oh gosh, tell them anywhere we touch the party, not good again, not good again, not good again. We party when the sun or rain, and if you don't come to Fed, go home. You better make cool, let me tear it down, rap, rap, tear it down flat, tear it down, rap, rap, tear it down flat, break it down, rap, rap, break it down flat, break it down, rap, rap, break it down flat.
Soca.
Watermelon. Wake it up, tell the DJ, wake up the mama bus, 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 wake it up, wake up the mama bus, wake up the mama bus, wake up the mama bus, wake it up, wake it up.
And remember, you can get your tickets online at suntix.live/event/the carnival comeback. Remember, physical tickets in Arima. You can check out Brandon at 278-6299 and at 394-4418. In Aruka and Sandy Grande in Nkosi at 282-6922. In Curep, Atoy at 488-8764. Chanel at 485-7313. In Port of Spain, Jamari 486-9999. Terrell 473-1078. Jesse 318-3829 in South. Princess 372-3630. Stefan 381-7498 in Central. Lee 710-2394 in East. Edward 473-4734 in Trincity. Dominic at 704-8136. Remember, proof of vaccination and ID is required on entry. So come out in your Monday way and be a part of the carnival comeback.
Hey, 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 hey. It's the
Ready up, ready up, ready up. Soca. I touch up and ready to fling bam bam, fling the bam bam, fling bam bam, fling the bam bam, roll bam bam, roll the bam bam, roll bam bam, roll ready to fling bam bam, fling the bam bam, fling bam bam, fling the bam bam, roll bam bam, roll the bam bam, roll bam bam. If my feet have been out the back, up me foot, that's not your fetting business. I feel like mine I go down, that's not your fetting business. If I drink and I drink till I drunk, that's not your fetting business. My fetting business is not your fetting business. Feeling nice, I'm feeling so nice. Only give me room, only give me room. Give me room, give me room, give me room. I'm ready to fling bam bam, fling the bam bam, fling bam bam, fling the bam bam, roll bam bam, roll the bam bam, roll bam bam, roll ready to fling bam bam, fling the bam bam, fling bam.
So remember, it's all about TSB team with Team Not siding alongside Mr. IWER George as they present to you Carnival Comeback at the Queen's Park Savannah. Remember to come out with your teams on Monday, the 20th of February. That's Carnival Monday from 3 p.m. till. Tickets male $250, female $220, and it's food inclusive. Remember, cabanas start at $2,000 and it accommodates groups of 9 with coolers and food inclusive. So it's all about the Carnival Comeback.
Viking ding dong, yeah. If you know you cannot handle the people rum, when you see the people rum, leave it alone.
So guys, that's all the time we have for today. It was a pleasure being in the company. It was a pleasure having you in ours. And remember, guys, to be safe out there. Practice the 3 W's. You know what they are. Wear your mask. Wash your hands. Watch your distance. Dominic?
Sir.
So you'll be back here on Thursday, please God.
That's right.
Yes, and just prepare yourself for the pests to come out, eh? Pests.
I welcome them with open arms. They keep coming because they know. They can't go nowhere else.
So guys, we out of here. Dominic, as we say, ciao.
Ciao.
Hot girl is not no man tongue. No let to eat that boy can't come around. I say you can't come around. Check it. Hey, trees again. Hey, trees again. Hey. I is a woman. I don't make joke. A real man woman. I don't make sport. And I want you to understand. I don't take nothing from no man. You keep trying my patience, boy, you pick the wrong one. I get tired of you. I'm not putting up with that.